afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll continue the exploration of this main peninsula, or this main Goderich highway, which is exactly where I'm standing at. The video that I did the last time, I think we stopped at the Ogoo farm community, and I'm presently at the Ogoo farm junction, but I'll just switch the camera around and show you guys exactly where I'm standing. So this is the way we are going to use for this video, but I'll just give you guys a 360 of exactly the location. So this is the junction of Ogoo farm, and the surrounding area exactly where I am. So I'll just give you guys a 360 of the entire area, and then after that we'll continue with the video. So that is a pharmacy, as you guys can see. So we are off, and hopefully we'll vlog for an hour, and then after that we will see if we'll be able to stretch the video beyond this point, as the focus of today's video will also be to try and show you guys as much as I can of this particular area or this particular community. So as always, I'm walking at this main center as it is more convenient, and it will be where I'll be able to get a clear shot or a clear glimpse of both sides of the road. But we continue. So this is a bird shop, as you guys can see, and of course I think along this main Peninsular highway, I think there are about 2 or 3 beaches that are located at this particular area. I think one of them is the Laka beach, and also that of the number 2 beach. But I think we are fastly approaching the Laka beach, which is just a few walks from exactly where I am, and then after that we'll try as much as we can in approaching the number 2 beach. But I'll just stop here as always, and then just try and give you guys a glimpse of some of the buildings or some of the businesses and enterprises. So this is a mosque, to give you a glimpse of some of the businesses and enterprises that are located at this particular highway. So that is exactly where we started the video, as you guys can see. So we continue, and of course this particular main Peninsular highway, or this main Goderich highway, we've already done an exploration of it, where I think we started at Junction and ended up at Ogoo farm junction, which was where we just started this particular vlog. But we will continue and hopefully try and explore as much or as far as we can. So as always, I'll just stand here and then try and give you guys a 360, or try and show you guys some of the houses that are located on the hill. We continue. So in terms of economic activities and new construction, there is a lot going on at this main highway, as we are still at the Ogoo farm community. So new construction, so of course this one, that one, and then there's also another one that we are presently fastly approaching, and still here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, share to as many of your contacts as possible, and comments. And we are here. So as you guys can tell, it's a very busy highway, as There is a lot of activity, a lot of businesses, and I think there are also a lot of mosques and churches that are located at this main highway, and of course the other surrounding communities that are located at Ogoo. So of course this is also another mosque, as you guys can see. Still here as we continue with the video. So again, I will just pause here, try and give you guys a 360 of some of the houses or some of the businesses that are located on both sides of the street, and then after that we'll continue with the video. So this is the mosque. It is not yet completed, so taking you guys back, this is how far we've come since we started at Ogoo Junction, and this new construction which I just pointed out. I think this is a market, but I don't think it's a large one. I think it's a very small market that is located at Ogoo Farm, and I think it's a sizable one. I think it goes all the way down there, as you guys can see, but we'll continue with the video. As always, this is the focus of today's video, and hopefully this will be one of many videos that we will continue the exploration of this particular main Peninsular highway, just to show you guys how far. So I think this is also another branch of this UK trading minimal Sierra Leone Limited, as you guys can see. And I think the last video that I did of the Junction community, I think they also had a branch, I think at Hastings, if I'm not mistaken. They also had a branch at Hastings, but I think this particular branch here is the larger one than that at Hastings. But we will continue with the video and hopefully try as much as we can in exploring other communities, because I think immediately after the Ogoo Farm community is that of the Laka community, but we will continue. So in terms of businesses, I think the majority of the enterprises that are located here, I think they are diverse, because there are of course we just saw a very large supermarket, or if it's not a supermarket, it is a mini market. There are construction enterprises, or enterprises that sell building materials and other items, and also there are foreign bureaus and other enterprises. So I'll just stand there and then try and show you guys some of this new construction. So that one, this one, well, of course this particular one, I think most of these stores at this particular location, most of them deal in building materials, as you guys can see from that way, I think up to that way, except for that pharmacy there. But of course there are new construction, as the downstairs is completed, as that is where the shops or the building materials enterprises are located, but the first and second floors are yet to be constructed. So this is Adel Drive, Laka. So we have left the Ogoo Farm community, and I think we are presently at the Laka community. And so again, I will pause here and then try and take you guys back and show you guys some of the houses that are located on the hill. And of course take you guys back and show you guys the distance we have covered. So we have left the Ogoo Farm community and we have just started that of the Laka community, but we are using this main highway, as you guys already know. So I think this drive here, which is Idle Drive, it also has a way that leads to the Laka community, but I think the Laka beach, you will also access it through that particular drive that I just showed you guys. But we are here and we continue. So that is a welding shop, but there are furnitures at the entrance that are being sold. But so this is also another supermarket. It's called Smart Store, as you guys can see, and of course it's a new construction. The downstairs is what is being used as the mini mart, but we are still here as we continue with the video and hopefully make progress. So that is a new construction, and if I can zoom in and show you guys, there is also another one very close to it. This is also another new construction. So we are still here, and this is also a very nice house, as you guys can see. And the downstairs there is a building material store there. So I think this is the Columbia Davis Funeral Parlor, one of their branches that is located at the Laka Peninsular Road Highway. And of course this is also another new construction. So just like the last video that I posted, there is a lot of activity, a lot of new construction that is located at this main Peninsula / Laka / Goderich highway. But as we go along, we will try and see them. So I think this is also another new construction, but I think it is already in its completion phase. As you guys can see, there's work presently going on, but I think the downstairs has already been opened as a building material store. So there are a lot of enterprises that deal in various types of building materials that are located at this particular main highway. So this is also another makeshift car dealership, as you guys can see. And again, I'll just pause here and then try to give you guys a view of some of the houses that are located on the hill. And of course, taking you guys back so there is exactly where we came from. And of course, just trying to show you guys some of the enterprises that are located on both sides of the street as we continue with the video. So this is also another new construction. So we are still here, and as always, thank you guys for the subscriptions, as we are gradually getting there to the 1,000 mark, and hopefully we will get there and then proceed to further have more subscribers beyond the 1,000 points. So as always, thank you guys, as you guys are awesome. But we are still here. Just want to show you some of these two very beautiful buildings that are located at this main highway, but that is the drive. And still here, still at the Laka community, and hopefully making progress, and this is a vacant lot. Of course, this is a bridge or a culvert, if I can say, and that is a very, very huge waterway. But since it is the dry season, it is not flooded as some of the various drainages around the city usually are. And if I can take an example of one of the very, very popular roads that are usually flooded during the rainy season, is that of the Wilkinson Road. And that particular highway is almost every year is flooded, as very, very low cars and taxis usually find it very, very, very hard to cross there during heavy rains. But I hope that particular issue has been solved, but we are still here as we continue or will make progress. So I'll just walk a few steps and then stand here and then try to give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are located on the hill, and then we'll continue with the video. So I'll just film in for you guys and show you guys exactly some of the houses that are located on the hill. And we continue as I have crossed to one side and try to capture as much as I can of both sides of the road, as that particular side, as I walk along it, I'm finding it very, very narrow. But we continue with the video. So that is a new construction, as you guys can see. And I think at this particular section there are a lot of houses at this particular section where exactly I am, but I'll just show you guys as we continue. Still here. So in terms of activity, I think at this particular side of this main highway, I think this left side is not that crowded, although in terms of enterprises, although there may be individual communities that are located, or there may be individual communities, drives, streets and lanes that are located at this main highway, but we continue. So this compound is I think it belongs to the University of Sierra Leone Teaching Hospital, and it also houses the Laka Government Hospital. So we'll just stand here and then try and continue with the video. So still here, as you guys can see, there are a lot of enterprises on both sides, not just on one side, but continue as I'll just give you guys a 360 of some of the houses, support, storage and enterprises that are located at this main particular highway. So this is exactly where we are as we progress with the video. So we are still at the Laka community, as we've left the Ogoo farm community behind, and we progress with the video. So I've just came back to walking on this pedestrian path at the center of this main highway, as I think it is where I'll be able to have a clear shot. So this is also another new construction. So in terms of new construction, I will not deliberate too much on that, as you guys can already tell from the video as we go along. There are a lot of construction projects that are going on at this main highway, as we'll not be able to highmark or highlight most of them, as we'll not be able to do that. But of course we try as best as we can in showcasing some of the most beautiful ones, or some of the huge construction projects as we progress. But I think this is also another one. But we are still here, still at the Laka community. So I think if you guys can see, I think these are members of the Guma Valley Water Company. I think they are trying to, if I can say, try and place some of these water pipes that will supply water to the various up and coming, or the various large communities that have developed over the years around this main particular highway. But still here. So again, I'll stand here and then try to give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are located on the hill. And of course, take you guys back, and also a 360. Still here as we make progress, and still at the Laka community, located at this main Peninsular Goderich highway. And as you guys can see, this particular area has really developed over the years. So this is ABK Drive that is located at this main highway at the Laka community. That is I Drive. But we continue with the video and hopefully see how far we'll be able to go with today's video. And of course, just like I stated in my other video, I think most of these empty spaces that you guys are seeing on the hill, I think they are vacant lots that belongs to individuals. As where exactly I'm standing, you can see the various demarcation or baking, as we call it, that are being placed. But as usual, the difficulty will always be in trying to carve out most of the access roads that leads to most of these communities that are located up on those hilly areas. But we continue with the video. So I think this is a very nice development. As you guys can see, that is a new construction. This is a service station. It belongs to the National Petrol Oil. So again, still here, trying to give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are located on the hill. And just like I was telling you guys can see some of those areas are very vacant, but I think it belongs to individuals. As where exactly I'm standing, I don't know if you guys can see, there are a lot of demarcations and bakings that are placed on some of the areas around those particular hilly sides. But we continue with the video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. So this is a new construction, and that is also a very large one. But we are still here as we continue with the video, and of course for directions to exactly where we are. So if you are coming from the east side and think your target destination will be that of Lumley, and then at Lumley you will see various commercial vehicles that usually come to this side. And I think some of the communities that are located at this main highway, I think of course we've just passed the Ogoo farm community, there is the Goderich community. We are presently at the Laka community. I think there's also the number 2, which is the name of one of our very, very nice and beautiful beaches in the country. And of course there is Mambo, which is also another community that is located at this main Peninsular highway. And then there's also Bobo, which is also another community that is located at this main Peninsular highway. But we'll see how far we'll be able to go in today's video, and hopefully in due time we'll try as much as we can in exploring those particular communities. So this is also another mosque, as you guys can see as we continue. So another new construction still here. That is also another one. We are still here. So I think this is the power station that services inhabitants around this particular community, because I think that of the Ogoo farm community, I think they also have their power station. But I think this particular community, this is the power station that serves the entire Laka community, because it's a very, very nice and beautiful house. So as always, there are some vacant lots that are located at this particular main highway, which will definitely belong to individuals. But that does not mean that they are not for sale. And of course this is also another new construction, and this is a garage, as you guys can see, and I think it sits on a very, very huge piece of land. That is also another new construction. But we are still here, still at the Laka community, trying to explore and show you guys how rapidly changing this particular area has become over the years. As you can definitely tell that the majority of some of the construction projects that are happening or that are taking place at this particular main highway, they are very, very huge construction projects that you guys can see, from the houses, various designs. And of course this is a very, very huge piece of land, as you guys can see. It's been fenced off, and I think construction is going on, as you guys can see. There is a foundation already there. But we continue. And if I can say, in terms of the necessary facilities that are to be located in particular communities, I think since we have started the video, I think we've come across I think about 2 supermarkets or mini markets. I think we've come across a wet market, and also we've come across the Laka government hospital, which also is part of the University of Salem Teaching Hospital. So in terms of facilities, and of course there are schools that are located There are private schools that are located at this main highway, and this is a welding shop that is located downstairs. Of course, this is a new construction, as you guys can see. But if I can say, for those of you guys that will be contemplating on relocating to this particular site, I think there is almost everything that you guys will be looking for, or that you guys will be wanting for, except for those essentials that will not be available at this particular community, and you guys will have no option but to go to the city center and purchase it. But there are various items. Again, I'll just stand here, zoom in and show you guys that particular new construction project, and then try to give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are located on the hill, and of course take you guys back distance we have covered in some of the houses that are located on both sides of the street. We continue still here, and I hope you guys are not bored yet, as we still have a lot to see, a lot of distance to cover, and a lot of very nice house designs and new construction projects that we are yet to see that are located at this main Peninsular highway. But we are still here as we continue with the video, and hopefully try as much as we can. So that is a new construction, that one, as you guys can see, that one. Still here as we continue and progress into the video, and hopefully slowly coming to the end of this particular vlog. So this is also another new construction, but there is a building material store that is located at the ground floor. So this is also another new construction project. That is also another new construction project. So we are on this other side, and hopefully we'll try and capture as much as we can. Of course, that is a trailer that is transporting cement to various building material stores that are strewn about at this main Peninsular highway. But we continue and hopefully try as much as we can in coming to the end of today's vlog. So if I can zoom in, I don't know, but I think that is an engine, but I don't know exactly what type of vehicle it belongs to. So this is Silla Drive. It goes all the way up there, as you guys can see. So this is also another shop that sells used furnitures and other items. Crossing again. And taking this path again and trying to give you guys a clear glimpse of both sides of the street. But as always, again, I will stand here and then try to give you guys a glimpse of some of the houses on the hill, and then hopefully try and show you guys both sides of the streets that maybe we have missed capturing. Still here, taking you guys back. That is a very, very huge vacant piece of land. And we continue with the video. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is a huge construction. Still here. We are still at the Laka community, and that is New York Drive. That is New York Drive. And I think the drive goes all the way down there, if you guys can see it. And I think there are houses that are very, very close to the sea. Just trying to zoom in and show you guys, but we continue with the video. Still here. And of course, as we go along, that was a Volkswagen Golf GTI showing its road prowess. And this is also another drive called Ngwami Bon Drive, located at the Laka community, and I think we are still here. Favor Avenue, which goes all the way down there. So I think this is a very, very cool spot to show you guys this very, very nice design, and of course some of the houses that are located on the hill. But we continue. And the sheer number of very, very huge construction that are located at this main road is absolutely amazing, because since we started the video, when you come across a very, very large construction project, you will think, this particular one is very, very huge. You will not be able to see another one that is bigger or larger than it. But then as we go along, you'll see construction projects that will blow your mind away, like this particular one. And of course, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, is a warehouse that is still under construction, but I don't think it's completed yet, because you can definitely tell by its designs. I think it starts from here and it goes all the way down there, as you guys can see. Of course, that is a sign that wants individuals to back off. A building, a welding shop, and a building material store next to it, and that of a boards and sticks vendor. Civic, I think that is the type R. Still here, and we are coming to the end of today's video, and hopefully this is how far we'll be able to take today's video. And hopefully, I want to thank you guys for coming along with me and explore as much as we can, but we'll still have a few minutes left, but we'll try and see how far we'll be able to push it, because I have decided to extend it to ultimately the 1 hour mark, and hopefully so. This is also another new construction project that is happening, as you guys can see. So again, giving you guys a glimpse of some of the houses that are located on the hill. And of course, taking you guys back and showing you guys the distance we have covered in some of the houses or enterprises that are located on both sides of the road. But we continue with the video as we make progress and hopefully come to the end of today's video. And I hope you guys have really seen some of the rapid changes that this particular side of the country is undergoing. And I can definitely say that in most parts of the country, immediately that is a very I can say immediately a very important road network is constructed, you will definitely see an increase or a rise in the number of construction projects that are happening at that particular community. But this is just another example, as we have definitely seen such cases in different parts of the country. But I will just try and push the video and hopefully end at that particular junction, and that is exactly where I will end today's video. So this is exactly where we will end today's video, and it is at Hamilton Junction, as you guys can see. So this is exactly where the Hamilton community starts, or where exactly another community starts. So this is exactly where we'll end today's video, and as always, I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I'll just give you guys a 360 of the entire area, and then we'll call it a day, and hopefully try and catch you guys at the next one. So this is it for today's video, and as always, thank you guys for coming along with me, and until I catch you guys at